In this video, I'm going to explain to you the different types of Google Ads bid strategies. Now, by bid strategies, what we mean is that it's the rules and algorithms that Google or other search engines may use in order to determine how much it should bid on various campaigns or clicks to your website to help you achieve your goal. Now, what I mean by goal is you may want to say, hey, I want to maximize the number of clicks to my website, or I might want a certain amount of conversions, or I want a certain ROI or ROAS or so on. So you've got specific goals, and that's where different types of bid strategies will be used in order to help you accomplish your goal. One thing to note is that you can apply different bid strategies at either campaign level or at portfolio level. A campaign level bid strategy applies at campaign level only. It uses data from just that one campaign in order to make its decisions. All metrics and calculations are based on a smaller data set. But with portfolio biddings, the decisions that are made are based on either a group of campaigns to make its decisions more holistically. So it will look at ROAS and ROI across all data points. Both these applications have their strengths and weaknesses depending on your overall goals. Target impression share. So with target impression share, it's only available on search only. Now, what you're trying to gain, your objective is to get more visibility. And you can do this by specifying a percentage to Google to say what type of impression share you want, either at the absolute top of the Google page or at the top of the search results page. So for example, you could specify that I want my ads to be shown 70% at the top of the search results page. Now, this is great, but you've got to be careful that this could lead to a huge amount of costs, which may or may not be converting. So be careful in terms of how you use this. Just because you're at the top of the page, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get the conversions that you desire. It's also important to note that with target impression share, you do not have control over individual bids. The algorithm and the machine learning calculates all that for you. Maximize clicks. So with maximize clicks is available on search, display and shopping. Now with maximize clicks, as the name implies, your objective is to get as many clicks as possible. But you can specify a certain upper limit to say, I don't want my cost per click to exceed this amount. What you're really trying to do is trying to get as many clicks as possible within a given budget. Manual CPC. So with manual CPC, you have total control over your bids, and these bids will not be overwritten by Google. Manual CPC is available on search, display and shopping. With manual CPC, you can specify a maximum bid, which Google will then not override. With manual CPC, you can adjust your bids at various levels, such as device, audience or locations. The only downside of manual CPC is that it requires constant intervention. So only use manual CPC if you really know exactly what you're doing and you've got a strategy in place in order to determine what type of bids you're going to be using. With manual CPC, you also have the option to enable enhanced CPC. So with this, Google will bid up for those audiences who are more likely to convert and bid down for those people who Google may deem to be just time wasters and are not likely to lead to a conversion. Target CPA. These are available at search, display, UAC, which stands for Universal App Campaigns, as well as app install campaigns. The objective of a target CPA campaign is to drive as many conversions as possible within a specified cost per action cost, which you can then pre-specify. For example, you may specify that, hey, I want to get leads or conversions at a CPA of £20 or £30 or £40. And then what Google will do is it will try to get you as many conversions as possible, which it knows that for each conversion, it's likely to cost you in the region of £20 or £30 or less. But this does require conversion data in the first place. So it's advisable to use this campaign once you've got adequate conversion data, and it does need that conversion data to be coming in quite regularly. For example, if you're getting at least 15 to 20 conversions per month, then that's a good start to say, hey, this is now about time I could start using target CPA, because we're giving the algorithm a lot of information to say these are the types of audiences that are converting and therefore should be used in order to determine what type of target CPA or who to serve our ad to. One downside of target CPA, it doesn't respond to big changes quickly. So if you are making massive changes, don't expect your target CPA strategy to be up to date really quickly. It does take a bit of machine learning time for it to really understand your target and what type of bids it needs to apply to your campaigns or keywords. Target return on ad spend, otherwise known as ROAS. So this is available on search, display and shopping. And the objective of this is to drive a minimum return on your paid investment. With target return on ad spend, it allows you to get the maximum conversion value at a return that you have specified. Your bids are automatically optimized at auction time. With target return on ad spend, as with target CPA, it does require data, so it does require at least 20 conversions within the last 45 days or 15 conversions within the last 30 days for search campaigns. And finally, it does require around about a 6 weeks window after any significant change has been made to either your budget or your conversion attribution. Maximize conversions. So maximize conversions is available on search and display. And with maximize conversions, you're trying to get as many conversions as possible regardless of the cost per conversion. It uses historical data to determine whether the user is likely to convert or not, and if the user is more likely to convert, maximized conversions will increase the bid, and if they're not likely to convert, then the algorithm will decrease the bid for that particular user. And it is certainly not advisable to use this strategy if you have to aim for a minimum ROI. Maximize conversion value. So these are available on search and smart shopping campaigns. The objective being to maximize revenue generation regardless of the conversion value. This strategy does not take into account ROI or CPA either. So if that is a factor that you are worried about, then maximize conversion value is probably not for you. This strategy relies heavily on Google's contextual signals as well as converter behavior. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Please do share and subscribe to this channel. If you've got any comments about the type of strategies that you use, put them in the comments below and it'd be great to get some feedback. Whilst at it, download my ebook by visiting www.ppcebook.com, which is a Google Ads guide to help you build awesome Google Ads campaigns. Thank you guys and see you soon.